Devotional. An unchanging fidelity. Isaiah 54 verse 10. For the mountains shall move, and the hills shall tremble, but my loving kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be broken, saith the Lord, he that hath mercy on thee. In a world of constant change, where promises are broken and alliances are dissolved, the idea of something unbreakable seems almost like a fairy tale. The news bombards us with global instability, and our personal lives often reflect that same fragility. Yet, in the midst of this uncertainty, Isaiah offers us a statement that rises above all doubt: God's faithfulness is stronger than the foundations of the earth. This verse is an anchor for the soul, reminding us that God's love and peace are eternal, even when everything around us shakes. 1. The fragility of nature. The prophet begins with a powerful image: the mountains will move, and the hills will tremble. Mountains are a symbol of what is strong, enduring and permanent. However, God uses this image to show that even what seems most stable in the natural world can be shaken. This truth reminds us that our security cannot be based on the stability of temporal things, nor on the economy, nor on status, nor even on people. 2. The steadfastness of divine mercy. In contrast to the movement of the mountains, God's mercy will not depart from you. The word mercy in Hebrew is chesed, which is often translated as unfailing love, loving kindness, or faithfulness. It is a covenant of unconditional love that God has with His people. No matter how great our faults, His love will never fade. He doesn't love us because of what we do, but because of who He is. 3. The unbreakable covenant of peace. The promise continues, neither shall the covenant of my peace be broken. The peace that God gives us is not the simple absence of conflict, but a state of total well-being, shalom. This is a covenant, a promise sealed by God Himself. The covenant of peace is a gift of security that cannot be destroyed by the turbulence of the world or by the weakness of our hearts. It is a peace that is anchored in the unchanging character of God. Practical applications. 1. Focus on the eternal. When you feel anxious about the instability of circumstances, work, finance, health, turn your gaze to God's promise. Remember that His mercy and peace are stronger than any crisis you may face. 2. Accept God's unfailing love. Do not live under the shadow of shame or guilt. If you have failed, remember that God's mercy will not depart from you. Approach Him with a repentant heart and receive His forgiveness and love. 3. Seek the peace of Christ. When fear invades you, pray and ask God to flood you with His peace. Trust in His promise that He will not leave you, and that He is the only source of true peace. Conclusion. Isaiah 54 verse 10 is a majestic declaration of God's faithfulness. He tells us that even though everything we consider solid in life moves and trembles, His love and peace are a safe haven. The mountains may move and the hills tremble, but His mercy and His covenant of peace will remain unshaken. In the midst of the storm, let's hold fast to the truth that God is faithful.